Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. As giving all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose true name is YAHAWAH, which means He exists, He to be, He is. BAHASHAM means in the name. YAHAWASHI is the true name of the one that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. YAHAWASHI means He is the Savior, He is the Deliverer. BAHASHAM, QADASH means in the name of the Holy Spirit. RAWCHAA means Spirit, QADASH means Holy. Alright? Giving double honors to the apostles and elders of the millstone that rule and teach well, orderly and fervently through the Spirit. Right? To the Akia, meaning brothers, my fellow laborers, risking their lives and freedom to push this word out in truth and sincerity. To the Akia, YAHAWAH meaning and, AHAWAH meaning sisters that are listening and learning, being doers of the word, abiding in the faith. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations, but are truly Yasharawah through the Spirit. Shalom, Wabarakatuh. Alright, peace and bless you all. This is your brother Ariel from the GMS Orlando camp. And I just want to make another live lesson through the Spirit, coming out on the highways and hedges as we're commanded to, right? Prophesying the downfall of this wicked queendom, mystery Babylon, the great harlot, aka America, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, alright? And that's what our duty as Hebrew Israelites is, alright? The reason why we're down here on the planet Earth, right, is to go through these trials and tribulations while also performing our duties as the Lord's will. If we are back in our lot, right, because YAHAWASHI maintains all men's lots. If we were those prophets, you know, as our forefathers did, we're doing the same thing. As we did in the ancient world, we're back again doing it now. Lord's will, we're part of the elect. Lord's will, we are the prophets and the men of the Lord. Alright? So we're prophesying against Mount Seir, which that's referring to the nation of Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child. Right? Like Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is it? Alright, meaning that it couldn't be no one else but Esau, Edom. Alright, 2 Ezra 6:9 states, for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Alright, the only reason the angel would mention that, the only reason that conversation went like that between the man of the Lord, Ezra, and the angel, is because that was an important statement. That was a key statement to make, telling us exactly whose rulership the Israelites would be under in this present time. And that's the rulership of the Edomites, the so-called white man, woman, and child. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Alright? So before YAHAWASHI returns to the earth in his heavenly body, in his perfect form, to subjugate the world, right? Before that, a nation of a heathen nation, the wicked, the border of wickedness would be ruling. And that is referring to the nation of Edom. Okay? Precept upon precept, line upon line, prophecies, it all points to a clear direction. So now we understand who our enemies are, who the adversary is. Alright? That we need to be vigilant and watch out for. That devil coming down with great wrath. That deceiver is talking about Esau, Edom. Alright, and we're also out here, you know, I would say most importantly, to seal the elect, right? Not only to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling by continuing to do the first works, right? But also to bid the elect to the marriage, bid our people to repentance, right? So that they may be saved from the coming destruction, from Jacob's troubles, right? And I told you how important the nation of Israel is because it's literally named after Jacob, and Jacob was renamed to Israel. So, you know, Jacob's trouble is referring to the tribulation that's coming mainly for our people, for the 2/3 of our people. Okay? But like it says, judgment must first begin at the house of YAHAWASHI, and then the rest of the world, then the heathen nations. So we have to come out here and warn our people, give them tell them the gospel, which gospel is good news, right? As good news for the elect, but it's not good news for the 2/3. It's not good news for the rest of the world. You know? Now, whoever hearkens, that's up to YAHAWASHI and Yahawadah. You know, we can't force this on nobody. We can't make nobody understand it. We can't make nobody receive it. We can't make nobody of the elect, not even our own selves. We're working out our own salvation with fear and trembling. We're prisoners of hope, right? But we're going to diligently put on as the elect and do the work that the elect would be doing, do what the elect is supposed to be doing. Matter of fact, I want to get that. I believe that's in Colossians, right? I still had this bookmark from yesterday. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yahweh power, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering. So it says, put on, therefore, as the elect. Right? You have to put on as the elect, meaning do everything that the elect is doing. Matter of fact, the scriptures are going to say it better than I can. It's one of my favorite verses right here. I'm going to get Sirach, chapter 39. And Shalom, brother Ashrakah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, BARAKATAH. Sirach 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, right? You're supposed to give your mind over to this, right? You know how the scriptures say, give not thy mind over to heaviness, meaning don't give your mind, don't surrender your mind over to depression and negative thoughts and things like that. Right here it's saying, give your mind to the law of the Most High and be occupied in the meditation thereof. So we need to be occupied and enamored, right? And just YAHAWASHI and Yahawadah has to be living in our minds rent free, like they say. How they say, oh, you know, this is on your mind rent free, meaning you got somebody just living in your mind, and they don't even got to do anything. You just stuck thinking about them. That's how we're supposed to be about YAHAWASHI and Yahawadah. He needs to be in our minds rent free. Okay. His laws, the prophecies, the word, Yahawashi, these need to be on our mind 24/7. To be real, 24/7, this is the only thing that we should be thinking about. First and foremost, this should be our priority. Everything else is secondary. And really, when you're going through life, like the apostles and elders say, it should be filtered, everything should be filtered through the scriptures. Meaning this right here, this is your guideline, and this is how you're going to maneuver through life, maneuver through these different experiences. This right here is the blueprint. This is right here is the guidelines. You know, when you're coloring something, you have to color within the lines. All right, you're not supposed to be coloring outside the lines. You're going to mess up the picture, right? So this will be following the ways of YAHAWASHI and Yahawadah, would be coloring within the guidelines, within the lines of the subject that you're coloring. Okay? See, the Lord already laid out the path for us. You just got to walk it. Okay? See, when you veer off, when you try to get creative, when you try to quote unquote think outside the box, that's when you get messed up. All right? That's when you get blinded. That's when you're starting to walk in darkness. Right? If YAHAWASHI and Yahawadah already lit up the path for you, see, you're walking on a bridge. The Lord has the path lit up. It's a straight and narrow path. You just got to walk that and trust in YAHAWASHI and Yahawadah the whole time. But see, what people in the world tell you to do is, oh, why don't you think outside the box? I'm not confined to just a book. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to, I'm not stuck submitting to a God that I can't even see. And all this foolishness, right? Well, what's going to happen is they're going to end up being destroyed, right? They're already on a path of self-destruction. So ultimately, that's just going to lead, especially when it comes to Jacob's trouble in our people, it's just going to lead to their deaths, man. Because if you're not following the ways of YAHAWASHI and Yahawadah, you're transgressing. What did Yahawashi say? He said, he that gathereth not with me, scattereth. So if you're not with Yahawashi, you against him. It's as simple as that. Hey, the scriptures say this, right? Let me read this. Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, if they're not speaking according to, if they're not giving the testimony of YAHAWASHI, which is the spirit of prophecy, like it says in Revelation, then they gone, they through. We read that again. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So they're in darkness. They're walking in darkness. They're blinded. They're covered in gross darkness. Right? Really, they're averse to the light. Okay? So back in Sirach 39 and 1, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. So you're going to be, so if you have YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI as the priority, then you're not going to get distracted. You're not going to get caught up and tricked and deceived by all these different vain philosophies and lies out there in the world. See, what people, our people especially, they get into witchcraft, they get into all these different religions, all these different ideologies, and it ultimately leads to complete confusion, right? It leads to them getting into all these different customs, all these different vain, ways, right? And ultimately it's going to lead to their destruction, because none of that is rooted, none of that is true. All of that is just lies. All of that is just vain opinions and vain philosophies of the world, right? But if you're following the word, if you're sticking to what's written, like let me read this, right? This is 2 Timothy. All right, 2 Timothy chapter. Hold on, because I don't want to lose this one page. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh power and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. So literally everything you need is right here in the book, right? And I'm talking to our people, all right? Because what people don't understand is that YAHAWASHI is only dealing with a certain group of people. He's only dealing with his chosen people, the Israelites. All right, we're talking about the real Israelites, not the $5 Indian Israelites, if you catch my drift. Them Numbers 24 and 20s. Okay? The real Hebrew Israelites, the real chosen people of YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. He's only dealing with them. Everybody else is nothing to him. And then Edom he hates them. Plain and simple. He said that multiple times. And he has indignation against them forever. So he for damn sure is not dealing with the nation of Edom. And he for damn sure not dealing with the heathens. He don't even acknowledge them. He said they're as a drop that falleth from a vessel. They're of no importance. Right? So he's only dealing with the nation of Israel. So to our people, this right here is for you. The scriptures that are profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, and righteousness, that's talking to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. That's talking about you, okay? This is for you to hearken unto. It's not for nobody else, which should make you place even more importance on this message, which should make you cherish the word of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI even more, Salaki. Right? Knowing that he prioritizes y'all. So why wouldn't you prioritize him? Okay? So it says, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh power and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of Yahweh power may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. So it's ultimately to make us perfect. It's ultimately to build us up in righteousness so that we're perfect. Literally, it's to be made perfect. And this world is against perfection for some reason. They see it as a bad thing for people to be perfect. But that shows you the vain philosophies of this world. They say, oh, if everybody was perfect, it'd be boring. or if it was, no perfect people. You don't have to be perfect. You just be yourself. Be who you want to be. I don't know about y'all, but I want to be perfect. I don't want to sin no more. I don't want to get sick anymore. I don't want to, have a patchy beard or lose my hair. I don't want to have bad eyesight, right? I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to stumble and stutter over my words. I don't want to say the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be weak and frail. I want to be perfect. Why wouldn't you want to be perfect? That shows how people are blatantly against righteousness, because perfection is righteousness. I mean, that's the whole goal. That's what the scriptures just said. It's so that the man of Yahweh power may be perfect and thoroughly furnished unto all good works. How could you be against that? How can you be against perfection? Showing you that people are really against YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. People are really against the Most High, because the Most High is perfect, right? And He stands for perfection. He stands for righteousness, and He wants His people to be perfect and righteous. So if people are saying, "Oh, you don't need to be perfect. It's not about perfection," well, that's wrong. That's against going back to Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. If they speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them. These are those people that are in gross darkness. It said the world is in darkness and gross darkness to people, roughly paraphrasing. All right, these are the ones that are averse to the light. Like the similar to that, I always love to bring up is cockroaches. Cockroaches love to be in darkness. And when you flip that light switch on, if you ever had a cockroach in your place, in your crib, you turn on a light, the cockroach is going to scatter. He's going to run for the shadows. That's how people are in the world today. You bring that light out to them, you tell them the word, you bring the word out, you preach the Bible, people scatter like cockroaches. They're averse to the light. They tell you to shut up. They call you all types of names. They call you hateful. They call you, they try to call us domestic terrorists. They try to call us identity extremists and all these things just because we're really just preaching the Bible, man. We're not saying our own opinion. This is the Bible that your president swears on. This is the Bible that y'all read every Sunday morning. This is the Bible that apparently America is built on Christian values. This is a Christian nation, isn't it? But when we bring out the scriptures, they get offended. Okay, make that make sense. Okay, make that make sense, But that shows you that they not only they lack understanding, but they don't really believe in the Bible. They don't really believe in the Most High God. They don't really stand for righteousness. They are wicked. They stand for their own ways. Really, they stand for the ways of Esau, Edom. Y'all talk about, these red pill guys, they talk about women being hypergamous. And hypergamy is basically being attracted to the one with power. They flock to the one with power. They just follow whoever's at the top. Well, on a global scale, Esau, Edom, the nation of Edom, the so-called white man, he's at the top, man. He manages the resources. He sets the standard for everything, the standard for beauty, the standard for food, the standard for medicine, the standard for education, the standard for history, the standard for everything. It's based off of the so-called white man's standards. It's his ways, his ideologies, his philosophies. So in terms of hypergamy, the nations flock to Esau, Edom. Everybody flocks to the so-called white man. Everyone is hypergamous by nature. If you want to take it there. Showing you that they don't see. That's why the scriptures say in Isaiah 59 and verse 17 or 15. Matter of fact, I'm going to just read it. This is Isaiah chapter 59. And verse, might be verse 15. Isaiah 59 and 15. All right. It says, yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And we went into that yesterday, how a prey is you're the victim, you're the target. You're preyed upon by these different predators. Like a lion is a predator. The lion's going to chase after the damn deer and eat him and consume him and overtake him. The deer's not going to chase after a lion, right? The deer is a herbivore. The lion is a carnivore. So the ones that depart from evil, the ones that are not conformed to this world, they make it themselves a prey. So now you're a target, which is, well, like I was mentioning earlier, they will say that, oh, you're identity extremist, you're hateful. Basically, they get offended, right? And they make you out to be the bad guy, even though you're doing nothing but preaching the words of YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. So that's a perfect example of truth failing, right? Because people get offended at it, they're not with it, right? And he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Going into counting the cost, going into Sirach 2. If you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. You're going to get tried. The Lord is going to put you through it. He's going to put you through that furnace of adversity to try you, to prove you, to see if you're really about his business. Like Yahawashi like Yahawashi is. Right? So if you really stand for truth, it's going to be a hard walk. It's going to be a hard, battle that you're going to have to fight. And that's what brothers and sisters are going through right now in this truth. But that's the thing is people are not willing to go through that. People would rather follow the ways of hypergamy, trust in Esau Edom, because he's at the top and he promises them benefits and the American dream and love who you want to love, do what you want to do as thou wilt, YOLO, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, do whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you what to do with your body. Don't let anybody tell you how to think. Don't let anyone thought police you and all that shit. They love that. They love the ways of darkness. They love the pleasures of sin. They love to please their flesh. Right? But when it comes to the truth, you got to mortify the flesh. I mean, it says that in Colossians as well. Let me get that. So lucky I'm jumping around, but that's the scriptures. That's precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. That's how we gain understanding. King David said it, through thy precepts I gain understanding. Right? Colossians 3 and 5. Mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth. Meaning, mortify pretty much meaning you gotta dead it. You gotta kill it. That's not saying to literally kill yourself or cut your limbs off. A lot of things are written parabolically or allegorically, right? These dark sayings and dark speeches, only the elect is going to understand it anyway. But it's pretty much, hey, you got to subjugate your flesh. Put it under submission. Don't let your flesh overtake you. Because people's flesh overtake them every day. You got people out here that, they put those messages out with these commercials too. They say, with Sprite, they say, obey your thirst. Nike, they say, just do it. They literally have, I think the brand is literally called Obey. Right? All these subliminal messages and different philosophies is really what it is. These different philosophies and ideologies that they put out there, especially with like food and especially with fashion. They got all these slogans and philosophies. Like, why you nigga, just put the clothes out. Just sell the clothes. Why are you selling philosophies with the clothes? Why are you saying, well, we stand for this and we are about, this different type of expression? And that's literally an agenda. Literally an agenda. Okay, they're not just selling you clothes. They're not just selling you food. They're selling you the philosophies, the wine of Babylon. They're selling you the ways of Esau, Edom, and the heathens. That's what they're selling you. And that's what Jake is consuming, especially Jake, because Jake, like brothers say, Jake is 100% consumer. Jake is 100% consumer, man. That's all Jake does is consume. It's not food, it's the clothes, it's not the clothes. You know what I'm saying? It's the TV, the movies, the media, the news, whatever it is. Jake is consuming everything. That's all Jake does. You know? Hey, we under the curses, man. We in captivity. You know? But yeah, Jake, that's all Jake does. And as a result of that, Jake is into all these different... Jake is drunk on the wine, man. He's drunk on the wine of Babylon's fornication. Jake is fully immersed, fully assimilated into the ways of Babylon. So when it comes to the truth, they don't want to stand for that. They don't want to suffer for Yahawashai's sake. Right? They don't want to mortify their flesh. They don't want to stop obeying their thirst, obeying their hunger. They want to feed it. They want to feed these wicked thoughts. They want to feed these wicked ways. They want to give in to the flesh rather than overcoming the flesh and disciplining themselves and walking in the spirit. They'd rather walk in the flesh, man. They'd rather walk in carnality. You know? So let me finish that. Isaiah 59 and 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. Right? And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So the Lord is displeased. He's angry with the wicked every day, like the scriptures say. Right? So we have faith, and we are comforted by the fact that he's going to put an end to this. He's going to deliver his people, starting with his elect, from this captivity, from this hell that we're in. All right, so we have faith in him, and we trust in him, and we're patiently waiting. We got to go through this fiery trial, which is to try us. I believe it says that in Philippians. Think it not strange, the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. All right, but take it cheerfully, because it's working to our benefit. Like it said in 2 Timothy 3 and 16 and 17. It's making us thoroughly furnished, right? And perfect. And Yahawadah said, be ye therefore perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. All right, we want to be, hey, that's how we were supposed to be. We were created in that image, that heavenly image, then we got to play the part, not just look the part. Not just say I'm an Israelite and that's it. No, you got to be an Israelite, man. Okay? GMS in his likeness, brother Damawaki, Shalom, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA. The brother Ashrakah, lighten up the comment board with precepts, call Allah YAHAWASHI. Being clothed with humility, the brother Shemaiah, Shalom, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA. Let me read this from the brother Ashrakah, Psalms 1 and 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. And Salaki is kind of hard to read because YouTube had this stupid ass update that makes the fucking messages go across the whole damn screen, and it's transparent instead of just being on the side with the black background. So it's harder to read. It's just stupid. That's Esau, man. Esau knows, man. Everything that Esau does, you're starting to notice that he's directly targeting the men of the Lord. He's directly targeting the brothers that be out there on the highways and hedges. I mean, you know how many times that we had to hit reconnect when we was live this past Saturday? You know how many times Esau Edom will cut us off, just outright cut the live off? You know, that happened to me a couple times too. Esau Edom directly attacks the men of the Lord, man. That's all that he ever does, just to try to inconvenience us. But look, that's not gonna, it don't matter what you do, Esau, and we know you're watching. And it don't even matter how many, and he's shadow banning us, and he's making the views look smaller than they actually are. But look, it don't even matter, because we're not gonna stop reading the word. We're not gonna stop putting in the work. Okay, we're not gonna stop professing the names of YAHAWAH and prophesying against your wicked ass. So try as you might, it's not going to make a difference. Psalms 1 and 2, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Right? Romans 8 and 6, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Sirach 2 and 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Beautiful. Hey, our last end is going to be, hey, who saw our last end? It was Balaam. When you read the book of Numbers, Balaam saw Israel's last end. He was like, damn, I wish I could, let me be like them. I'll go through what they go through if I can have the last end as Israel. Right? He saw how glorious it was. He's like, yeah, this shit is worth it. I'll gladly suffer as Israel suffered if I can have the kingdom like them. Showing you that, man, we have a great, hey, Yahawashi said it best. I believe it was Yahawashi, but if not, Salaki. But the scriptures say, I have not seen nor ear heard what Yahawashi had prepared for them that wait for him. Well, Yahawashi said, in my Father's house is many mansions. I go to prepare a place for you. If it were not so, I would have told you. But the fact that it is so, he told us so that we may be comforted, that we have so much waiting for us on the other side of this tribulation and this hell. We have so much to look forward to. And right, they scattered quickly, real quick. All right. Brother put up John 15 and 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Right? In Sirach 19 and 22, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. Right? It says our people are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Right? They real good at, they know how to catch bullets. They put a bag they put a bag over the gun to catch the shells so they don't leave no evidence. They know about, I saw a video of Jake that has this little contraption that can just bust a damn window with no mess, little to no mess. He just moves the damn shattered glass out the way of it in the car window so he can hop in there and look through, rummage through the person's belongings and rob them. They know how to get in, get out real quick. You know, Jake know how to roll the best blunts. Okay, Jake the best at freaking how to hide evidence of Eve knows how to commit adultery real well. She real good at committing adultery and getting away with it. They'll brag about being experts about lying to their man to make it seem like they're innocent. Eve will cry on command. So they're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. But like the scriptures say that the brother Ashratah put up, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. So that's not wisdom. Right? You bragging about you got the expertise of this and that. You're bragging about being firewood, man. You're bragging about, yeah, I'm gonna be one of the first ones in nuclear fire to get my eyes melted out of the socket and my tongue to melt out of my mouth. You bragging about being missile food. That ain't nothing to brag about. And they prideful, and that shows complete pride, no humility, and no desire to improve, to get better. They trust in the shadow of Egypt. They love the ways of the world, man. That's why, like the brother put up John 15, the world hates us because we're not of the world. We're dead to the world. Going into that example I brought out yesterday as well, it's like you've seen these zombie movies, how it's a whole bunch of zombies walking around and they're walking amongst each other. And they all cool. They just, they're just dead men walking. Then when a live person, one of the survivors comes strolling by, if they see them or if they hear them, they start chasing them down in mobs. The whole mob will chase after them because they want to consume them. They want to eat them, they want to hurt them, they want to consume them, and they want to turn them into one of them. They want to turn them into a zombie as well. Because once they bite you, usually how it goes is once they bite you, you get infected, and you eventually turn into a zombie as well. That's what they want to do. They want to convert you to the ways of wickedness, to the ways of death. They want you to be dead. Because, like, I remember watching a like-minded brother's video going into that. Like, what do they want? What do you people in the world want? You want us to go back to being a nigga in the world? You want us to go back to smoking weed? You talking about, oh, bro, you changed, or what's going on? Oh, you don't eat pork no more, you know? Or you can't go to the club, you can't hang out with us no more and all that. No. They want us to go back into the world. They want us to go back into the ways of death, into the ways of sin. Hey, but the elect is not going back. All right, the elect is going to stick to the script. Okay, we're not trying to be zombies like the rest of these people. And beautiful, going into our last end, being increased in our last end. Jeremiah 33:14. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will perform that good thing which I have promised unto the house of Israel and to the house of Judah. Yahawadah, right? And Israel is Yasharallah, and the ancient Hebrew. Okay? Back in Sirach 39, because I didn't finish it, Sirach 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. Right? Now let me read this as well in Sirach 39. This is verse 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good. So everything that the Lord is doing is good. Inherently, it's righteous. All right? And whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. So we just got to wait on it. Though it seem to tarry, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not tarry. It seems like a long time to us because we in the flesh, we in the physical, world, we on earth. But really to the Lord, it ain't been long at all. It's been a couple hours. Okay? Like 2 days or something. Verse 17, and none may say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For at time convenient they shall all be sought out. At his commandment the waters stood as a heap, and at the words of his mouth the receptacles of waters. At his commandment is done whatsoever pleaseth him, and none can hinder when he will save. Going into Isaiah, I believe that's Isaiah 47. Yeah, and I also want to read this too. Alright, so like it once, I can barely. There we go. Isaiah 46. Isaiah 46:8. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh power, and there is none else. I am Yahweh power, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. See, this is the only place that you're gonna find prophecy. Prophecy means to prophesy means to say before. So the prophecies that we're receiving from BAHASHAM Yahawashi are things that are going to happen before they even happen. But it's a guarantee that they will, because BAHASHAM Yahawashi declared it. Like I said, he declared the end from the beginning. His counsel shall stand, he shall do all his pleasure. You can. This is the only thing that we're assured of. All right. I think the scriptures say the full assurance, the sure word of prophecy. We have the sure word of prophecy, meaning there's no doubt. There's no room for doubt. There's no if, ands, maybes, buts. None of that is going to happen because YAHAWASHI declared that it will. And that's a very comforting fact. Okay? I want to read I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to go into something real quick that I've been thinking about before I forget it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go into it right now. I'm going to hold this. Before I forget, Lord's will, I might make a standalone lesson, but I want to just mention it right now. So, right here it says in Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 1, thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? So he's basically asking a rhetorical question. Right? He just told you, heaven is my throne. Heaven is his throne. That's a chair. It's a very extravagant, beautiful chair. A big, nice chair, but it's a chair nonetheless. That's one household item. And he said, earth is my footstool. And that's nothing but a little footrest. A footstool. You know what I'm saying? You look up a footstool, that's another small household object. So he's like, where's the house that you'll build unto me? Now that doesn't necessarily mean that he's huge, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean that the Lord is some huge being like that, I forgot his name, but the big dude from the Eternals, you know that movie Marvel, Eternals? Okay? There was that big deity or big guy that created the Eternals, I think. I forgot his name. But it's not like the Lord is huge. That's not what that means necessarily. What that means is that YAHAWASHI cannot be contained to anywhere. He can't be contained on earth because he's too great, right? And he can't even be contained in the heavens because he's just too great. These are things created by his hand, right? He's far too great for us to comprehend, even to a point of his dwelling place. Okay? You can't confine the Lord nowhere. All right, we can't say that, yeah, the Lord is here or the Lord is there. That's why he told King Solomon, that's why he told King David, you can't build me no house, man. I'm gonna allow this temple to be built, but this is really for y'all to worship me. But that's not my house. I'm not dwelling in that. You can't contain me in that. Right? So going back to how it says in John, in my Father's house, where is YAHAWASHI's house? Because I thought I thought heaven was his home. I thought he dwelt in heaven, and we technically, yeah, but this verse in Isaiah 66 and 1 puts a new perspective on it. It puts a new perspective when he says that heaven is his throne. Okay? So yeah, I mean, he's in the spirit world, but you still can't even contain him to that. You still can't even limit him to that. Right? So when Yahushua says, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. He said many mansions. And we know mansions is some great big houses with, I don't know how many rooms. You look at these celebrities, mansions, they got mansions. They don't just got houses. They got mansions. They can fit a basketball court in there, an indoor basketball court. They have indoor pools. They got all these different chambers. I know some celebrities got whole movie theaters in their shit. Home theaters. They got basements. They got these big attics and different stories to their houses, to their mansions. Right? And that's the world. That's some worldly shit. So can you imagine the many mansions in the spirit, the many mansions of the kingdom of heaven? If earth is just a footstool and heaven is just a throne to YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, those are just two household items. And YAHAWASHI said, in my Father's house, in my Father's house, and heaven and earth are just two household items in my Father's house. And he said, in my Father's house is many mansions. Don't even destroy yourself thinking too much about it. Speaking to myself first and foremost, right? But that basically shows you, okay, them different planets is real. Them different universes, these different galaxies, the vast, infinite, you know, the infinity of space, that's real. And you gotta believe that, because you think about all that, right? And then also think about the fact that in the kingdom of heaven, the nation of Israel, we're going to be immortal. We're going to be immortal. So we're never going to die. We're going to, because the 2/3 are going to come back through the loins of the elect. As babies, they're going to come back, but they're going to grow up. And then they're going to stop. We're not going to go past our prime. Okay? We're going to be at our prime, like, 25 or something like that, in the 20s. We're going to stay at our prime age. We're still going to age, if you want to look at it as a numbered thing, but we're not going to physically age. We're going to be immortal. That's why it's such an honor to be a part of the elect. Because I remember I was talking to my mom, and she was getting, she was learning, and she asked, like, well, if we're all going to come back in the kingdom anyway, then what's the point of going through all this struggle? What's the point of dealing with all this hell? And it's like, well, it's going to be an honorable thing to be a part of the elect. The elect is going to be the fathers and mothers of the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be the elders. So that's an honorable thing. I want to be a part of that. I don't know about you, but I want that. Okay? So yeah, that's immortality. That's going to be immortality in the kingdom. So you also have to think about the fact that it said Israel's already as a sand of the sea. And as we continue to live in the kingdom, we're going to keep on multiplying. We're going to keep on being fruitful and multiplying. We're going to keep on having children. And our children are going to have children. A little one's going to be 1,000. And their little one's going to be 1,000. So on and so forth. We ain't never going to stop multiplying. So how, and yes, there are places on the earth where we have not explored yet, where mankind has never dwelt. Because the earth is bigger than Esau would let you believe. The earth is way bigger than Esau would have you think. He's trying to keep everyone in 15-minute cities. He's trying to say that, oh, we're overpopulated. We're not overpopulated. The earth is not overpopulated. There's plenty of space for everyone to have their own land and then some. The problem is that Esau, just like it says in Habakkuk 2, he keepeth all nations unto himself, and he can't be satisfied. He is as death. So he wants to control everyone. We're densely populated. We're not overpopulated. Densely as in there's so many people packed into little cities and shit like that, but we're not there's not too many people. That's not even possible. Okay? But when it comes to the kingdom of heaven, where we're going to keep on multiplying, it will become overpopulated. The earth is going to become overpopulated with a bunch of Israelites. So what are we going to need to do? We're going to have to expand our territory. And how are we going to do that? fucking Mars and Jupiter and Saturn. Okay? We're going to go to different planets, man. And we're going to keep on multiplying even then. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to a different galaxy. Past the Milky Way. Past this universe even. We're going to go and keep on expanding, keep on going, keep on going. I mean, that's the, when you think about it, that's the only explanation. That's really the only explanation that we have for that. Because how else are we all going to dwell on the earth? We're going to have to expand. Yahawashi said, in my Father's house are many mansions. I go to prepare a place for you. If it were not so, I would have told you. Meaning, rest assured, it's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, we just got to wait for that. You know? Because Esau's trying real hard to go and explore the vastness of space. He's trying to talk about NASA doing this and that. But he can't even get past, he can't get past that. He cannot exit the atmosphere. Right? It came out where he had his little rover on Mars, quote unquote. But they found out that they were just showing filters of filtered footage of Arizona, of a desert in Arizona. So you mean to tell me that Mars is a barren wasteland? That Mars is just some red sand everywhere? Okay. No, man. You ain't never seen no Mars. You ain't never seen no moon landing. You ain't never seen none of that. That's for the elect to find out. That's for us to search out and explore. He's not going to let Esau do that. He has bounds that he cannot pass, like it says in Job. Okay? So all the mysteries of the world, the mysteries of the vastness of space and all that, that's for us. That's for the elect of Israel. That's for Israel in general to explore in the kingdom. Okay? Then he's going to let us go past the Van Allen belt, past the firmament and all of that. Lord's will. YAHAWASHI. You know? So I just had to mention that because that shows you the glory, the majesty of YAHAWASHI and the great reward that he has waiting for his people, man. We're going to get to explore that. We're going to be able to have spiritual power. We're going to be flying. We're going to be teleporting. We're going to be going to different planets, visiting our different brothers and sisters everywhere. Right? You know? Hey, think about that. You think about, you watch these movies, you have all these space movies, these sci-fi shows and stuff, where they have their space stations. I don't even believe they have space stations up there or satellites up there either. I don't believe that. You cannot get nothing past the firmament. You cannot get nothing out of our atmosphere. That's just a fact. I believe that. So you have these shows with all that stuff, right? But you have Central Command and these different branches in these different galaxies or different planets or whatever. I believe the elect, the 1/3, the 144,000, and the 1/3, elect members of Israel, along with, YAHAWASHI, it's going to be the 144,000 as the central command on Earth, starting with Earth. And then the different branches is going to be the rest of the elect and the rest of, the 2/3 of our people coming back, branching out to all these different places. But I believe Earth is the central command, if that, just to put it into perspective, if that makes sense. But that's just me, that's like my spiritual speculation, speaking as a man. That's just how I envision it. Earth is central command because this is the main stage for everything that's going on. But everything else is going to be in our expanded territory. But the men of the Lord, the 144,000 men, the fathers of, New Jerusalem, if you will, Central Command is going to be right here on Earth. And Earth is going to be restored and made perfect. we're going to be ruling in righteousness under our Lord Yahawashi. And everyone's going to be worshiping Yahweh, BAHASHAM Yahawashi. So I just think that's beautiful, man. These are the things that we meditate on. These are the things that we got to keep in mind. These are the things that we have to look forward to. These are the things that bring us comfort and excites us. So I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool. That's really cool. Many mansions. If you really think about that, you can't contain YAHAWASHI and Yahawashi nowhere. So we're gonna be everywhere. Think about how we're gonna have different biomes, different environments to explore. You look at different places on the earth, and these different places are beautiful. You have these different valleys and mountains and all these crazy fantasy looking places here on earth. So imagine what YAHAWASHI and Yahawashi can come up with. He has the infinite imagination. His power is infinite. His imagination is infinite. Imagine how these different planets are going to look. Because, bro, you know how disappointing that would be if Esau was right about Mars being just a red wasteland, a red desert? Like, what kind of shit is that? That is bullshit. No, I believe Mars is a lush, beautiful planet with all types of life there, there's probably a whole bunch of animals and stuff that we never seen before already on these different planets, but we just can't see it yet. Hey man, YAHAWASHI and Yahawashi got a lot for his elect to look forward to. Trust and believe that. Alright. And too bad for you, Esau, you're gonna stay down on the earth. You're going to be at the bottom of the bottom. You're going to be slaves to the nation of Israel. And you're going to suffer. Okay? You'll never get to explore. Okay? You're going to serve your 1,000-year sentence restoring the earth that you destroyed. You're not going to be able to get to see all this other stuff. Speaking as a man, that's what I believe. The Lord ain't going to let you see none of that. You try so hard. You put out all these lies. All right, keep lying to yourself, because you ain't gonna get to see none of that. You're gonna serve your sentence here, building up, restoring back what you stole, building up what you broke down. All right, you're gonna slave for the nation of Israel, day and night, man, day and night. The only time you're gonna get rest is on the Sabbath. As soon as that sun go down, back to work. We're gonna be like them zombie wolves on I Am Legend. That was behind the shadow when the sun was setting, right? Behind the building. As soon as the shadow came, they were sitting there waiting, ready to go. They're like, man, we waiting for that sun to go down, then we on your ass. All right, that's how the nation of Israel is going to be on the nation of Edom. Scriptures say that Jacob's going to be a fire, and Esau, the nation of Edom, for stubble. I'm gonna burn y'all asses up, man. Because you got a lot to pay for, man. You have a whole lot to pay for. Even the other nations, these filthy ass heathens is mad at you. Alright? So, man, just imagine how wrathful and angry Yahawashi is with you damn devils. That pierced him. But anyway. So let me read Isaiah 60 and verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of HALALYAM, YAHAWAH and Yahawashi, is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM Yahawashi shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Right? Lift up thine eyes round about, and see, all they gather themselves together. They come to thee, because the nations are going to be tributaries unto our people, unto our nation. They're going to come to the gates of the kingdom of heaven. They're going to drop off their substance. They're going to get the hell up out of there. All right, because y'all going to be tributaries unto us. Y'all all going to serve the nation of Israel. That's your rightful place. That's your inheritance. It's to be our inheritance. It's to be our possessions. That's your whole purpose. Right? Thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea, and we know when the scriptures refer to the sea, the different waters, that's sometimes referring to the different nations and different peoples. Right? The abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces, it says a side note for the word forces is wealth. So you can say the forces / wealth of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. And it goes into it, man. Verse 10, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, and shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces or wealth of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Like Yahawashi said, he that would not that I reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. So Yahawashi gonna make a lot of heads roll. But y'all gonna be fear. Y'all gonna fear. Y'all gonna get in line. Y'all gonna get in line. You won't have it in you to rebel in the kingdom of heaven. So back in Sirach 39 and verse 19, the works of all flesh are before him, and nothing can be hid from his eyes. He seeth from everlasting to everlasting, and there is nothing wonderful before him. Right? Verse 24, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. And Esau is that ultimate sinner, man. He's the ultimate, he is the border of wickedness. And down to verse 33, all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. So that a man cannot say, this is worse than that, for in time they shall all be well approved. And therefore praise ye HALALYAM, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI with whole heart and mouth, and bless the name of HALALYAM, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Alright, so I'll go ahead and close it out right there. I pray the lesson was edifying, exhorting, and uplifting through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. The YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, KAYAHA, RAWCHAA, QADASH, bestowed upon me to bring out this lesson and put forth this word. Keep pushing, keep praying, keep fasting, keep enduring. Keep striving for the truth unto death, and Yahawadah shall fight for thee. Keep abiding in the faith. Abide the ball. From Yahshua, let's stay strong or almost home. Shalom, RAWCHAA, meaning peace and blessings to the elect. Yahawadah represent may be a part of that number. Ahabatam, love y'all. May the blessing of election be upon your households. The water for tuning in, the water for the precepts. Make sure y'all subscribe to these beautiful brethren and like-minded brethren, right, that are diligently putting in the work, right, to push this word in truth and sincerity, serving Yahawadah with fear and trembling. The Lord's will may all be a part of that number. And blessings, honor, glory, and power, or Salakia. May the blessing of election be upon all your households, and blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, LAMYAM, always and forever. Call HALALYAM like YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.